Even the world's Rothschilds, Raises, Musks, and Gates can't have everything. Still, these 10 royal families are the exception that proves the rule with vast wealth and political power. They are among the most influential people on our planet. Here are the 10 wealthiest royal families in the world. Number 10. House Liechtenstein. It will be challenging to locate this little principality on a map if you're not from Austria or Switzerland. In the Alps, Liechtenstein occupies a narrow strip of land that is 5 miles broad and 16 miles long, sandwiched between Switzerland and Austria among the jagged peaks of the Alps. With a net worth of almost $4.4 billion, the Liechtenstein family, who are in charge of this little nation, are among the wealthiest in the world and Europe. Prince John Adam II of Liechtenstein controls a sizable collection of high-value properties, including castles and palaces throughout Austria and the Czech Republic. Being a king has significant advantages because the family does not pay taxes on the enormous revenue from the family-owned LTG Group Bank. Number 9. House Maktoum, Dubai. The Maktoum family has ruled the Emirate of Dubai for approximately 2 centuries. During this time, they transformed a piece of desert wasteland into a paradise for the wealthy, accumulating a vast wealth worth $19 billion. The wealthiest member of the family by far is the head of the dynasty and ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, whose business acumen has quadrupled his wealth over the years. Number 8. House Alawite. Morocco, the Shell, one of the oldest families on the list, with origins reaching back to the 13th century, has ruled Morocco for the past 5 centuries, which has proven to be a rather lucrative occupation. The 19 members of the Moroccan royal family have a total worth of more than $20 billion. Most of them belong to the king, who, in addition to his investments and business ventures, receives an annual salary of almost $500,000. This generous compensation, however, only covers half a month of the family's opulent Fez Palace's operating costs, which are estimated to be around $960,000. For most kings, 1 castle would be sufficient, but King Mohammed VI has 2 castles. Number 7. House Bolkiah, Brunei. Brunei 7 House Bolkiah, the Bolkiah royal family of Brunei, has been in power for approximately 8 centuries despite British and other occupations during that time. The fatter is worth roughly $30 billion and has some pretty unusual tastes, even for extravagant royalties. Only a few people would pay $21,000 for a haircut. One of the Sultan's of Brunei's more extravagant purchases is a $400 million private jet that he decorated with another $120 million worth of gold. How this machine keeps flying is truly a miracle. These costs may sound excessive, but for a man who earns $147 per second, they're just small changes. However, the Sultan of Brunei loves his hairdo, or at least he tips very generously. Number 6. House Adulyadej, Thailand. His Majesty Bhumibol Adulyadej is the head of the Thai royal family, which has amassed a massive fortune of almost $60 billion. Nearly half of their assets pass via the Crown Property Bureau, which manages the royal money. The royal family was adored in Thailand before Bhumibol came to power. Still, his extravagant spending, borderline insane behavior, and extravagant lifestyle have caused the nation to seek a democratic change. For instance, Bhumibol spared no expense when it came to saying his final goodbye to his dog. The pet funeral lasted 4 days and cost several $million. The monarch also lavishes money on himself while showing little concern for the administration of the state. Number 5. House Windsor, United Kingdom, the country of the UK. The British royal family has long since outgrown its role as straightforward royals and has evolved into something like a supergroup. The Queen and her eccentric headwear have influenced popular culture. The royal family's combined fortune exceeds $88 billion, most of which is held in real estate in Great Britain. The family's portfolio includes assets worth over $10 billion, including prestigious palaces like Windsor Manor and Buckingham Palace. Typically, the king or queen of a royal family is the wealthiest member. However, this is different with the Windsors, as the richest member will never even get to the throne. The queen's $500 million represent merely 10% of her great wealth. Her grandmother's grandchildren, $5 billion, Prince William and Kate Middleton, are treated like royalty. Still, unlike their more extravagant counterparts from around the world, they don't have golden cars, groundbreaking warships converted into yachts, dancing zebras who can recite God Save the Queen while juggling hedgehogs in Balin, or Princess Charlotte, who is still only 6 years old, who has astounding wealth thanks to her parents, making her a baby fashion icon. Number 4. House Nahyan of Abu Dhabi. The ruling dynasty of Abu Dhabi is represented by His Majesty Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. As you might have guessed, the family's primary source of income is the oil trade. As you might have thought, the immediate family does not reside in a filthy barrel in the street, but rather in a lavish palace filled with all luxuries. They own several 7-star hotels and the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. The largest royal residence in the world, Qasr Al costs over $2 billion and spans a staggering 380,000 square meters with billions of dollars worth of boats, automobiles, and airplanes. Number 3. The House of Thani of Qatar, which resides in Abu Dhabi, certainly understands how to enjoy the life of a king or queen. Sheikh Tamim, who is 41 years old, is now the youngest head of state in the world. Even though the primary source of revenue for his family comes from the export of fossil fuels, he is the head of the third richest royal family. The family has many properties in the UK and stakes in the Empire State Building in New York. Thani has made significant investments in high-growth businesses and is an essential stakeholder in luxury firms like Tiffany & Co. and Barclays. The Qatari king knows how to live essentially. His family dwells in the royal palace in Doha, which is worth more than $1 billion. Although the castle has several ceremonial and residential courts, it's noteworthy that the Qatari family owns more real estate in the United Kingdom than the British royal family. As rumors have it, they even bribed FIFA officials to allow them to host the World Cup finals in 2022. Knowing how honest and unwavering the world soccer officials are, I don't doubt this is true. Number 2. The House of Al-Sabah of Kuwait. The Al-Sabah family has ruled the country for the past 300 years and has amassed a vast $360 million fortune. The family has spent billions on luxury and class with an extensive collection of cars, planes, and other luxurious items. Sabah Al-Ahmad Al-Yabba Al-Sabah Sheikh, although oil exports account for a considerable chunk of their fortune. The family also profits significantly from properties they have deliberately purchased since the 1980s, particularly in America, which is now yielding enormous dividends. The family is renowned for leading a luxurious lifestyle with exotic animals and other amenities. Few people can afford it. One way to preserve your culture while enjoying all the Western luxuries you can find. Number 1. The House of Saud of Saudi Arabia, the most prosperous royal family in the world, with a vast fortune of $1.7 trillion. Although its $1.7 trillion is a considerable sum, it is divided among its approximately 15,000 family members, which lessens its value somewhat. However, they funded a $775 million cultural center, a piece of architectural genius. Inside, there are opera house, theaters, libraries, and conference halls. That's how you manage to preserve your culture while enjoying all the Western luxuries you can find. Due to its vast oil reserves, Saudi Arabia is one of the wealthiest nations in the world. Nevertheless, the royal family has extravagant taste and knows how to live a luxurious and classy lifestyle. For the Saud family, anything not made of gold does not merit their attention. This includes golden yachts, cars, and furniture. Do they have a golden bike? Their real estate holdings are as extensive as one could imagine. They possess great property in France, the UK, and other countries. The family is widely known for paying more than necessary for anything they desire. They bought Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi for a record-breaking sum, which everyone noticed was the most recent acquisition. The 500-year-old painting cost $450.3 million. All it's unclear what a Muslim family would want with an image of Jesus Christ. I guess that they're trying to divert their income from oil export. They are breaking their Islamic laws and principles in order to achieve wealth. They are forgetting the steps they are taking for Saudi Arabia are prohibited in Islam. Let's see how far this will go. So these were the 10 wealthiest royal families. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel.